From bolt-action rifles and submachine guns to machine guns, anti-tank weapons, and mortars, the Soviet Union fielded one of the most durable and numerically powerful infantry arsenals of World War II. Soviet weapon design was driven by necessity. Extreme weather, limited resources, and massive troop formations shaped a doctrine that favored simplicity, ruggedness, and ease of mass production. Weapons were expected to function in freezing temperatures, deep mud, and under minimal maintenance. In this video, we examine 27 core infantry weapons used by Soviet forces during the Second World War, explained clearly, historically, and without dramatization. Rifles and carbines. The Mosin Nagant M1891/30 was the standard Soviet service rifle throughout World War II. Chambered in the powerful 7.62 x 54 mmR cartridge, it prioritized reliability over speed or ergonomics. Its simple bolt-action mechanism functioned in extreme cold and poor maintenance conditions. While slower than semi-automatic rifles, it proved effective in mass infantry formations where durability and production volume mattered more than individual rate of fire. Selected Mosin Nagant rifles were converted into sniper variants equipped with optical sights. These rifles provided accurate long-range fire in both open terrain and urban combat. Soviet snipers used them to disrupt enemy movement, eliminate key personnel, and exert psychological pressure. The rifle's powerful cartridge allowed effective engagement at distances well beyond standard infantry weapons. The SVT-40 represented an effort to modernize Soviet infantry firepower. Offering a higher rate of fire than bolt-action rifles, it provided tactical advantages when properly maintained. However, sensitivity to dirt and cold limited its effectiveness under typical Eastern Front conditions. As a result, it saw uneven frontline use and was gradually phased out in favor of simpler weapons. The AVT-40 was an automatic fire variant of the SVT platform. While intended to increase infantry firepower, automatic fire placed excessive stress on the rifle. Recoil reduced accuracy, and mechanical wear was severe. Although short-lived, the AVT-40 demonstrated Soviet willingness to prioritize battlefield firepower even when designs proved imperfect. Submachine guns. The PPD-40 was one of the Soviet Union's early submachine gun designs. Chambered in 7.62 by 25 mm Tokarev, it provided high close-range firepower but was expensive and time-consuming to manufacture. Limited production restricted its widespread use, but it helped establish the submachine gun as a critical infantry weapon. The PPSH-41 became the most iconic Soviet infantry weapon of the war. Featuring a very high rate of fire and large drum magazine capacity, it excelled in close-quarters combat. Simple construction allowed rapid mass production, making it ideal for Soviet doctrine. In urban fighting, forests, and trench assaults, the PPSH-41 overwhelmed enemy positions through volume of fire. The PPS-43 was developed as a more compact and efficient alternative to the PPSH-41. Lighter and easier to manufacture, it proved especially effective for reconnaissance troops, vehicle crews, and assault units. Its controllability and reliability made it one of the most refined Soviet submachine guns of the war. Machine guns. The DP-27 served as the primary Soviet squad-level machine gun. Its distinctive pan magazine fed a steady rate of automatic fire. Designed for simplicity, it functioned reliably in harsh conditions. The DP-27 provided mobile fire support, allowing infantry squads to suppress enemy positions during advances and defensive actions. DPM modernized variant. Later in the war, improvements resulted in the DPM variant, which addressed some ergonomic and reliability issues. Changes improved handling and sustained fire capability. While not a radical redesign, these refinements increased effectiveness in prolonged combat situations. The Maxim M1910 was a heavy, water-cooled machine gun capable of sustained fire for extended periods. Though heavy and difficult to maneuver, it was devastating in defensive positions. Its ability to maintain continuous fire made it ideal for protecting strong points, road junctions, and fortified lines. Pistols. The TT-33 pistol served as the standard Soviet sidearm. Chambered in the high-velocity 7.62 by 25 mm cartridge, it offered good penetration and simplicity. While not intended for frontline combat dominance, it provided officers and support troops with a reliable personal defense weapon. Anti-tank and support. The PTR-D41 was a single-shot anti-tank rifle designed for simplicity and rapid production. Early in the war, it was capable of penetrating lighter armored vehicles. As armor improved, its role shifted toward disabling tracks, optics, and lightly protected targets. The PTRS-41 offered semi-automatic fire, increasing effectiveness against moving targets. More complex than the PTRD, it required greater maintenance. When properly employed, it allowed infantry units to challenge armored threats without dedicated anti-tank guns. The RPG-40 was a hand-thrown anti-tank grenade used against lightly armored vehicles. It required close proximity to the target, making its use dangerous. Despite limitations, it provided infantry with a means of attacking armor when other weapons were unavailable. Explosives and demolitions. The F-1 grenade was the standard Soviet defensive fragmentation grenade. Its thick casing produced lethal shrapnel, making it effective in trench and urban combat. The grenade was widely issued and relied upon throughout the war. The RG-42 was a lighter fragmentation grenade designed for easier production. Its thinner casing produced fewer fragments but allowed wider distribution. It complemented the F-1 by providing flexibility in different combat roles. Satchel charges were used for demolishing bunkers, obstacles, and fortified positions. Filled with explosive blocks, they were effective but required close placement. Soviet assault units relied on them during urban and fortified assaults. Mortars. The 50mm mortar provided light indirect fire support at the platoon level. Portable and quick to deploy, it allowed infantry units to engage enemies behind cover. Its limited range restricted effectiveness, but mobility made it valuable. The 82mm mortar became one of the most effective Soviet infantry support weapons. Offering greater range and explosive power, it provided sustained indirect fire. Massed mortar fire played a critical role in Soviet combined arms operations. The 120mm mortar delivered heavy explosive fire comparable to artillery. Though heavier and less mobile, it devastated enemy defensive positions. Its effectiveness influenced post-war mortar designs worldwide. Flamethrowers. The ROKS-2 flamethrower was disguised to resemble a rifle when carried. Used primarily in urban and fortified combat, it forced enemy troops from bunkers and enclosed spaces. Its psychological impact was significant despite limited range. The ROKS-3 improved reliability and fuel delivery over earlier models. It continued to serve in specialized assault roles, particularly during close-quarters fighting where conventional weapons were less effective. Support and specialized weapons. Degtyaryov tank machine gun, DT-29. Adapted for infantry use when removed from vehicles, the DT-29 provided automatic fire support. Though unconventional, it demonstrated Soviet adaptability in reusing available equipment. The drum-fed PPSH-41 variant allowed extended bursts without reloading. While heavier, it was devastating during assaults. Its presence often shifted the balance in close-range engagements. The folding stock PPS-43 enhanced mobility for airborne and mechanized troops. Compact and reliable, it suited fast-moving operations where weight and size were critical. Improvised charges were frequently employed using available materials. Soviet forces demonstrated flexibility in adapting explosives to battlefield needs, especially during urban fighting. Signal pistols and flares coordinated movement and fire support. Communication was essential in large-scale operations, and these tools helped synchronize infantry, armor, and artillery. Together, these 27 systems formed a resilient and adaptable infantry arsenal. Designed for extreme conditions and supported by massive industrial output, Soviet infantry weapons emphasized function over refinement. Combined with doctrine, manpower, and logistics, they played a decisive role in the defeat of Nazi Germany. This has been a technical and historical overview of Soviet infantry arms. This is Military Arsenal Explained.